Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Thank you for joining me once again, as you can see here, for another Magic the Gathering box opening. And, I would normally like to say whenever I start going 3, 2, 1, end it with "Let's Jam," because it's such a good song. However, 3, 2, 1 is going to be going into "Let's Go," because we got here, finish line bundle there, and because I know that on the back here, it's saying that it's got the 6 normal packs, 2 regular packs in the first place finish. It's got the lands, but it also looks like it's got 3 extended arts of some of the other raceways that take place in it, as well as the die. I thought, normally there's about 12 collector packs and a normal one there, and going down to regular packs there for most of them there is going to have not quite as many of the rares in there. So why do 1? We did say 3, 2, 1, but we do got the 2, so it's going to be 2 for today there. Just going to go through them one at a time, but I did want to say I kind of like all of the differences that they do around here, all of the different racers there. Just trying to think I can see most of them there. We've got the green-white one, not on an actual ship, but on their, I want to say cat dragon, but I don't know if it's an actual cat dragon there. But it looks like we got the goblins here, and we got the, because the goblins are, I think, green-red. We've got the black-green beetles there. I think these are supposed to be the white-blue robots. This looks like the Kaladesh Vishkar. We've got the Street Sharks there with the red-blue. We've got Chandra, who's just red at the moment there. We've got the Almond Cat Boy with his, hippos that he's getting driven in his chariot with white-black. We've got the red-black with all of those kind of more Mad Maxy guys. And then finally we've got, the blue-black for probably winter in the last ride with their whole thing there. But I do appreciate that they had all of kind of the racers on there, but I think it's really time to get in there. So I'm interested to see what the actual they're called bundles now. I remember when they were called fat packs there. I'm just wondering what it's going to look like there, because it looks like, so it's going to just continue to take some of that stuff and put it onto the back here. So we've got 4 guys there and 4 there, but we don't actually have all of them there, because it looks like we've got the 1, 2, 3, those 3, and 4th one there. On the back here we've got that one, and then these 2, but it looks like the bugs and the robot guys there are a bit missing. So, oh well, I like the robot guys, so I would have preferred that they would have been in here. But let's pull our stuff out. That's a box topper. And there we go. I guess we get first place finish lands as well in here. That's nifty. So we've got our play boosters, our collector boosters, giant die with all of the different checkerboard for the raceway there, and it looks like we've got it looks like maybe a sticker for each one of those ones there, and just some artwork. I think that this might be the Coalstoke maybe, and we've got, I think that's just Chandra's ride there, but that's not super necessary. So I'm just going to put a couple of the stuff that we don't really need away there. Yeah, I'm not going to be opening up those ones there, but let's just get our other one going here as well. Everything. Yep, same stickers, same die, same Coalstoke, and the ride there, and gonna get in here our collectors, our plays, the box topper, and getting the same lands there. Looks like they all have those first place finishers. So if you want at least the first place finish lands, then those are available to get at least some of them there. I'm not entirely sure which ones they are, but looks like we have plenty of stuff to go through. Just kind of divide this all up there for us and just keep it off to the side. Alrighty. Well, first time going into the play boosters here. First thing I notice is it says 14 cards there, so definitely different from the 15 that we got with like the normal ones there. So I remember that was a change there, and I think that one of the other ones that is going to be happening, I can't remember if it's with these or not, but I thought that there was talk of the quantity of packs in a booster box was going to go down, but it was also going to make them a little bit more affordable. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that we weren't starting off on something heavy there, but okay. Thopter, Bloodfell Caves, Veloheart Bike. Oh, well, I guess, you know. I guess we'll see where it goes, and I can just make a little trick. So Leonin Survivor, Gearseeker Serpent, Burner Rocket, Gibberick Omnivore, Risky Shortcut, Stall Out. Yeah, the Tortoise. Rotting Mako. Okay, we hadn't gotten this one yet in any of the collector boosters, but this is one of the better uncommons there. 1 mana for a 1/1 Shark Pirate. Whenever you discard one or more cards, put that many +1/+1s on this card and has cycling 2. Again, another thing that looks like it could be going well into that Angie Falconroth deck, so it's something that's definitely on my mind. Ancient Vendetta. Not sure if we gotten that one there. 3 and a black. Sorcery. Choose a card name. Search target opponent's library. Sorry, graveyard, hand, and library for up to 4 cards with that name and exile them. Then that player shuffles. Interesting. Can get rid of win cons there. I mean, even if you're playing in something, you could try to get rid of something really good in someone's there. And I guess this is going to be the white legendary vanilla creature. 1/2. A 1 and a white for a 3/3 Sundial Dawn Tyrant there. So what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I think that the remainder here is probably stuff. So the Thopter, the land for the Bloodfell Caves, foil Veloheart Bike. They're pretty sure we had gotten this one. Taps for one mana of any color. Okay, Repurposing Bay. 2 and a blue, 2 and a tap, sack another artifact, search your library for an artifact card with mana value equal to 1 plus the sacked artifact's mana value. Put that card on the battlefield and shuffle. I could see that being pretty good there. And a Transit Mage. Okay, so there was actually 11 in there, so 4 uncommons there. Okay, but getting the Marauding Mako is probably a good one there. So getting that Repurpose Bay out there. And 2, 4. Yeah, okay. So we've been going on this one. Okay. Let's just keep on trucking. Get through. Maybe get some more Makos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Hopefully that does it there. Slick Imposter. 1 and a blue. Creature ooze, start your engines 1/3 at max speed, pay 1 and sack this creature and copy target spell you control. Oh, that is interesting. You get the max speed going and just copy any spell that you do. I kind of dig this. I mean, it's definitely something that they can see a mile away. Because you have to get up to the max speed, so it definitely takes some turns, but you can copy either a really impactful permanent or, you know, a spell like Crackle with Power, and you're just going to copy that one there for 1 mana. That's nice to me. Guidelight Pathmaker. Pretty sure we'd gotten them. Dragosaurus Auxiliary, big dinosaur dragons. Oh, dinosaur dragons, not cat dragons. Hellish Sideswipe. It's just 1 mana, 1 black. So 1 black sorcery has an additional cost to cast a sack, an artifact or creature, destroy target creature or vehicle. If the sacked permanent was a vehicle, draw a card. Okay. Camera launcher. Throwing it at the host there. Exhaust 3, put a 1/1 on this creature, and then create a Thopter. Okay. 2/2. Walking Sarcophagus. Can get up to 1/1/2. Locks it on Surveyor. Grim Bauble. Enters, target creature and opponent control gets -2/2 until on the turn. Sack it to Surveil 2. Okay. I don't think that's necessarily terrible. Gastol Blockbuster, 2 in a red. When this enters, you may sack a creature or vehicle, and you do destroy target artifact and opponent controls. Okay. Hull Drifter again. Brightfield Mustang. Pilot. Oh, these are also double-sided. Pilot vehicle. Getting the regular lands here. Swamp that we hadn't gotten in the other ones. We had gotten the full arts. Maximum Overdrive. 1 and a black instant. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Gains this death touch and indestructible until end of turn. Not necessarily a bad trick. I mean, it's, essentially an ambush viper that you're given something, except it gets a +1 and indestructible. So it doesn't die unless something exiles it there, or -1/-1 counter. So, and death touch. So I don't know. I think it's a good little trick there. And another spectacular pile up there. All creatures and vehicles lose indestructible, and then destroy all creatures and vehicles with cycling. Alrighty. What else we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, maybe we got double rares. It looks like it. Okay, so I guess that's something that can happen there. So guess we'll just quickly go through these. Night Market, Hazard of Dune, Deathless Pilot, Prowcatcher, Gear Seeker, Collision Course, Lightning Strike, Zombie, Jungle Hollow, Dredger's Insight, and we ended up getting 2 there. Gonti, Night Minister, which we had gotten there before. 2/2 black, 3/4. Whenever a player casts a spell they don't own, they get a treasure, and whenever a creature deals combat damage to one of my opponents, its controller looks at the top card of their library, exiles it face down, and can play it as long as it remains exiled. Any mana can be spent anyway, but we got a loot. Loot and Kellen, the ones that keep on showing up absolutely everywhere. 2 green, blue, red for a 2/4 Beast Noble, Double Strike, Vigilance, and Haste with 3 different exhaust abilities. The first one with green. Exhaust green, tap, add 3 mana of any color. Exhaust blue, tap, draw 3 cards. Exhaust red, tap, loot, deals 3 damage to any target. So, you're getting some of your good stuff kind of in the end there. All of them representing their different stuff. Green with ramping, blue with drawing cards, red with dealing damage, but then it also just kind of feels a little bit like some of those old cards there of the blue, after it's out there, almost acting like an Ancestral Recall, the red acting like a Lightning Bolt, and the green, even though it's paying 1, acting a little bit like that, the Black Lotus there. But, I mean, obviously Black Lotus a bit better since you don't have to pay anything for it there, but still, I think it's a pretty decent one there. So I guess that's kind of the thing that we get to see is if we do that there. Maybe I'll just do 10 and see if we get a double one instead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cloudspire Captain. Mounts and vehicles get +1/+1. This creature saddles with a has 2 power greater. Okay. Momentum Breaker. Okay. This was one of the other good uncommons, but ones that we did get. Start your engines. When it enters, each opponent sacks a creature or vehicle of their choice. Each that can't discards a card, and then afterwards you can pay 2 and sack it to gain life equal to your speed. So, potentially gain an extra 4 life later on for the 2 mana. Not too terrible, especially if you don't have to do anything. Point the Way, green, enchantment, start your engines at max speed. Oh, no, it's just start your engines, and then 3 and a green, sack this artifact, search your library for up to X basic land cards where X is your speed. Oh, that's very nice. Because by the time that you're probably getting up to max speed with start your engines, you're probably getting close to that there. I think that's not too shabby. Wreck Remover, Pothole Mole, Mutant Surveyor, Bounce Off, Brightfield Glider. That is adorable. Just a giant sugar glider there. Whenever this creature attacks while saddled, it gets +1/+2 and gains flying. I mean, you gotta mount it with 3 extra power, so you're giving up some power just to give it flying there, essentially. Mammokin Artillerist, Skystreak Engineer, Treasure, Thopter, regular Mountain, really going super volcanic with that one there. Ooh, Foil Momentum Breaker, getting 2 of them in there, and getting our Waxen Shape Thief, making a copy of an artifact or a creature you control specifically, not that's on the field there in Flash, and just a Roadside Blowout there. So no double rares in that one, but did get that Waxen Shape Thief. So far getting the loot, and what was it there? That first one potentially, that's Repurposing Bay. Excuse me. Start your engines. I like that one there. That just card 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know, just like the art on it. Dune Drifter, little Amonkhet action. X, white, and black for a 3/3 artifact vehicle. When this enters, return target artifact or creature card mana with value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Crew 2. So, worst case, you can bring it out as a 2 mana 3/3 with Crew 2, or you can spend up the stuff to get things back with mana values, potentially getting something with that Crew 2 cost to essentially crew it there. Maybe something that is a good ETB trigger or a good tap trigger there. That'd be nice. The red legendary creature, vanilla, Bloodheart Engine. I think we had gotten this one there. Beginning of your upkeep, Surveil 1, sack this artifact for the 4. Return target creature or vehicle from your graveyard to the battlefield, only activated as sorcery. Still good. Lotus Guard Disciple, Interface Ace, Bestow Greatness with the cute puppers, Chitin Gravestalker, Clamorous Ironclad, gotten that one a few times, Flood the Engine, Swiftwing Assailant, Start Your Engines, Foil Scoured Barrens, and, a foil regular Riverpire Verge. That's very nice there. Just getting another one of those, getting new. Unfortunately, it's not one of the other Verges there, so unfortunately, not a new one there, but the Verges do give some sort of cost, so it's helping to pay for everything here, and, not terribly good, but we've gotten this one before. The Lumbering World Wagon. Gotten this one plenty of times there. And a Sabotage Strategist. So I wonder if it's possible to get 3 lands, maybe. Sorry, not 3 lands, 3 rares, because we had one in the uncommon spot there, and we just got a rare in the land spot as well. That'd be pretty nice, getting 3 in there. I want to just see if it actually says that on there. May contain cards, special ones. Includes 1 to 4 cards of rarity, rare or higher. Interesting. 2 at 26%, 3 at 2%, and 4 at less than 1%. Okay, I mean, you can get 4 rares in a single pack. That seems pretty good. And remembering back to our draft packs when it's like, yeah, the one rare that we're going to get. There. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Amonkhet Raceway. Given something haste there at the very beginning. We saw that alternate art opening up Just the boxes here. Fang Guardian, 3 and a green. Oh, look at them running on there. Big little, no, not big little. They're big bunny there. Aetherdrift 4/2 flash. When it enters another target creature or vehicle you control, get +2/+2. Okay. Boosted sloop, camera launcher, run over, Grim Javelineer, Alecria Jaguar, pedal to the metal, boom mobile, Glitch Ghost Surveyor, Light Shield Parry, the vehicle Chandra. Oh, maybe there's another Chandra in here. Ha ha ha. Island given off, probably looks like that Kaladesh Vishkar feel to it. Leonin Surveyor and Burnout Blasternaut again, just with its regular art, potentially getting up that Double Strike and Menace, and an alternate art Apocalypse Runner that we've gotten there before. Okay, nothing super spectacular in that, and we're done with that particular one there of just the regular cards. So I'm going to save all of that stuff there for the end, but we've gotten at least one mythic in that loot there, so I'm not terribly disappointed with it so far. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Scrounging Skyray. Oh my goodness, that's a different sort of street shark there. The Street Ray. 1 blue, flying 1/2 fish pirate. Whenever you discard one or more cards, put that many +1/+1 on this creature. Huh. I wonder why the Mako is getting so much more kind of hype and praise, if I can find it here again. Because it's, I guess maybe because it's just a 1-drop there, whereas this one is a 2, but this has flying and it's got an extra toughness there. But they have the same exact effect, so maybe people just want it to be the 1-drop there. I'm not too sure, but I don't know. It doesn't seem too bad since it also has flying on it there. Maybe not quite as much discard in blue is kind of my guess on that one there. Intimidation Tactics, Lagarin, Soul of Alecria, Guidelight Matrix, Wreck Remover, Bestow Greatness Pupper, Grim Javelineer, Collision Course, Pedal to the Metal Boommobile, Guidelight Optimizer, Star Ear Engines and Max Speed, and we got the Best Land. And we got Back on Track there. Have we gotten this one before? Not sure. 4 and a black sorcery. Return target creature or vehicle card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Create a 1/1 colorless pilot creature token with saddles, mounts, and cruise vehicles as though it's 2 power greater. Graveyard to the battlefield, not too bad. I mean, it's 5 mana though, so. And we've got that alternate art, the crazy art for Aganosaur Rex with his really fast legs spinning around there, and an Abomined Ascendant there. Okay. So far, looking like we've gotten stuff we've gotten before there. Oh, getting an artist card within it there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pit Automaton, 2 for a 0/4 defender with tap, add 2 colorless, spend it only to activate abilities, and 2 and a tap when you next activate an exhaust ability this turn, copy it. You may choose new copies. Okay, if you got a lot of exhaust, I mean with loot, that seems like a pretty good one there. For 3 mana total, you could get 6 mana back. You know, doubling up on it just gives you essentially 1 extra mana, though for the blue, doubling up on that one, it's 3 mana gives you 6 cards. That's a pretty insane amount. And 3 to deal 6, you know, not the best, but, I mean, if you can only use it once, getting another hit in there doesn't seem too bad to go along with loot there. Apocalypse Runner, Greenbelt Guardian, Stall Out, Hazard of the Dunes, Maximum Overdrive, a Lacrian Jaguar, good old Lightning Strike, Flood the Engine, Broadcast Rambler, and we've gotten that loot one there. Oh, a signed one as well. So here we are, getting that more fuller version there of loot. Looks like he's being chased after by the Duskmorn boys. Getting up the plains there, looking like potentially on Amonkhet. Maybe? Or maybe it could be Kaladesh Fishkar there. Get a little Brightfield Mustang and the Fearless Swashbuckler, just the regular version this time, giving him more of the swordfish aspect. Did learn recently, fun fact, that the proper name for a swordfish is like Xiphias, Xiphias. Really, really weird name. Never would have thought of it there. But one, a blue and a red for a 3/3 3/3 haste fish pirate. Vehicles you control of haste, and whenever you attack, if a pirate and a vehicle attack this combat, draw 3 and then discard 2. Again, going in with all of that discard synergy, looks pretty good. And also an explosive getaway. 3, a red and a white, so sorcery, exile up to 1 target artifact or creature, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step, and then this deals 4 damage to each, and it deals 4 damage to each creature. So you save 1 artifact or creature, deal 4 damage to everything, and then you bring it back. Okay, neat little trick, a little bit too expensive for what it does. Maybe it's a little bit more board wipey and something like standard or something where things are a little bit smaller, but it's 5 mana to do it. I imagine you're probably gonna get like countered or something easily. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I don't necessarily trust it all too much. Good old Spell Pierce, Road Rage, 1 red. It deals X damage to target creature or planeswalker where X is 2 plus the number of mounts and vehicles you control. Okay. This is just better shock. Because it's like at the worst, it deals 2 damage, just like shock, but, have 1 vehicle or mount, becomes lightning bolt, and then starting at 2 or more, it's just better lightning bolt. Foul Roads, that's the black of this uncommon land cycle of sacrificing to create pilots. Ether Jacket makes me think of the what do you call it there? Hunger Games Tracker Jacker. 3 mana, 2/1, Flying Vigilance, sack this creature, destroy another target artifact, and activate only as sorcery. Not terrible, but not the greatest. Dynamite Diver, Wreckage, Wicker Folk, good old Scarecrow, Silken Strength, Thunder Head Gunner with their, let's see here, so they're sharks, so they're probably like a whale shark there. I was thinking that they were more like a catfish or something like that. Howler's Heavy. Oh boy, what a nose there. I guess even the seals are getting on the team for the sharks. Spot Cycle Scouter, a Thopter Cat, Jungle Hollow, Bounce Off, and another Monument to Endurance. We're looking good getting those. Nice. It'll give me an opportunity to put it in other places where discarding cards have good effects, and a Gallant Strike, so nothing there, but another good rare for us there. Does it technically count as having 2 mythics if we've gotten this art card there? Can say yay or nay. Oh, we got another. It's another loot. What the hell? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's what? Unswerving Sloth, 3 and 2 white for a 5/5 Sloth mount. Whenever this creature attacks while saddled, it gains indestructible until end of turn, and tap all creatures you control. Oh! Give everything essentially vigilance there. Saddle and 4, huh. That's nice. That's actually kind of nice there. I mean, it's costly there, but I mean, if you're getting your stuff out there, giving essentially everything vigilance sounds nice. Elvish Refueler, 2 and a green for a 2/3 elf druid. During your turn, as long as you haven't activated an exhaust ability this turn, you may activate exhaust abilities as if they haven't been activated. So that oh my, that is just good with the exhaust there. Oh my goodness. Just being able to do one of them there. Obviously, in green, it makes me think like, oh, loot, just right there. It's like, what do you want to do? Do you want to get extra mana? Do you want to get the extra cards? Probably the 3 damage is going to be the least of your worries for it there. But it's just, this is letting you do it all over again. And potentially with the Scarecrow thing, you can double up on it. So each turn being like, yeah, I just get an additional... because you got to use 3 to get it twice. It's, net positive 3 mana or 6 cards for 3 mana every turn, 6 damage for 3 mana every turn. That's gnarly with it there. Oh my. I'm going to have to remember that one there. Boom Scholar, Starting Column, Guidelight Matrix, Siphon Fuel, Broken Wings, Burner Rocket, Trip Up, Swift Wing Assailant, and get another loot. This time it's not going to be signed there, but interesting to get another one there. So getting the planes and light wheel enhancements and another Caradora, Heart of Alakria. Not really what I've been hoping to get, but they are the ones that keep on showing up. And Howl Squad Heavy, 2 in a red, 2/3 Goblin Mercenary. Start your engines. Other goblins you control have haste. A little Goblin Lord action. At the beginning of your combat of your turn, create a 1/1 red goblin creature token. It attacks this combat if able. So that goblin has to attack on the turn that it's made, but it doesn't have to attack on other ones. Max speed, tap, add 1 red for each goblin you control. Oh, get up to that max speed in something like Krenko and just be like, yeah, I've got like 100 red mana that I get from that guy there. Not too shabby with that. All right, just a couple more. And, if we're counting it there, we got our 3 mythics, kind of. Oh, we got Gilded Goda. We'll find out what that one is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Roadside Assistance. 2 in a white enchantment, enchant creature or vehicle. When this enters, create a 1/1 colorless pilot that can saddle or crew for 2 power or greater. Enchanted permanent gets +1/+1 and has a lifelink. Okay. Chef at Archfiend. Ooze Patrol. Night Market, Walking Sarcophagus, Grim Bauble, Stampeding Scurryfoot, Goblin Surveyor, Glitch Ghost Surveyor, Brightfield Mustang, and we've gotten this one here, Gilded Goda. Just a little art card there, a foil forest there, definitely looking kind of Kaladesh Vishkar-like. Migrating Ketradon and, a Wastewood Verge. I don't think that this one has come up yet. I'm worried about loot. He has great power but lacks the experience to know what dangers await him. Ooh. Very nice, though. A new Verge. Definitely will take all of the Verges that I can and trade the Helm. Okay. Changing the creatures. Okay, getting another Verge. This one not foil, but... it's still one that is desirable there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Marshall's Path Cruiser, Push the Limits, Ancient Vendetta, Skybox Fairy, Engine Rat, Gibberick Omnivore, Chitin Gravestalker, Gastel, Blockbuster, Spectral Interference. 1 in a blue instant, counter target artifact or creature spell unless its controller pays 4. it's fine. Light Shield Parry, Insect, Elephant, Forest with more of an Amonkhet feel to it. It's actually very, very beautiful. It's gotten a little hippo in there and kind of gotten that little prism there that you see on, what is it, Dark Side of the Moon there. They did a pretty good job there. I really like that Forest. Foil Skybox Fairy and a Gas Guzzler, the Vampire Rogue. He looks so weird. I mean, he's just drinking gas. It looks so wrong. And a double rare with a River Churn Monument. Getting a little bit of the Frog Mommy there. And milling out all those cards there. Okay. Not too shabby, though we didn't get like a regular Mythic in that one there. We'll be moving on to our collector boosters. Seeing if we get anything good in those ones there. And since they are just completely versed there. Wreckage Wickerfolk, Rugged Highlands, Interface Ace, Alacrian Jaguar, Scrounging Skyray. Glad I got that one in foil just because I like it. Tune Up, Embalmed Ascendant, the Amonkhet Plains, full art there, and Cloudspire Cycle, Sky Cycle, Marshall's Path Cruiser, and getting into the good stuff here of, first off, ooh, now that is a hit, Bright Glass Gearhulk. Oh boy, 2 green, 2 white, 4/4 artifact creature construct with first strike and trample. When it enters, you may search a library for up to 2 artifacts, creatures, and/or enchantments with mana value 1 or less, reveal them, put them into your hand, and then shuffle. Not only is it one of the cheaper gear of these Gearhulks to come out for this new set there, it's also fetching you up some really nice stuff there. It's, nice top line there, potentially of, your standard stuff there, but just in general, in something like Commander, you're just like, yeah, I'm gonna fetch up my Soul Ring or fetch up anything there that's low. Chalice of the Void, your, what is it? Mana Crypts there, just any sort of creature that might be good. I don't have any enchantments off the top of my head for one. Maybe is Mystic Remora one, but I mean, it's not in green and white, so it just becomes a little bit harder to look for creatures there as opposed to artifacts, but that is a stellar hit. Loot's good, but Bright Glass Gearhulk, even better. I do have a friend that is looking to potentially trade me out the first line finish that they got of their one finish line bundle that they had gotten here that they were able to open up, and they got the first place finish of the Bright Glass Gearhulk, and my goodness, of the alternate art one, and my goodness, it is pretty. So, going to the next one there of the Pima Trailblazer for our just Commander deck card, and Basri, Champions Tomorrow, another one there of that alt art. 1 white for blue 1. I guess you could get that with Gearhulk, but probably not the things that you are looking to grab with it there. And also Medicant Cord Guidelight, getting another one of those guys there, okay. And Zombie Pilot, okay. And last one there is going to be another Far Fortune End Boss, okay. Saw that it didn't have quite a good value to it there in terms of price there, but I don't mind getting another copy of it there just because I think that I'll be able to end up using it. So first box so far is definitely on the winning side there, getting what was it there? Did they get the no, the second one there got the Monument to Endurance, but it got the foil Verge so far. That was kind of like the big rare that ended up there, but it also had the loot, and now it's gotten the Gearhulk. Second one there, I mean, good stuff. It got the Monument of Endurance. The House God Heavy I like. Probably isn't going to be a super expensive one there, but the Verge was good as well. So, but I don't know. This first box here is definitely winning out so far. So we got Streaking Oil Gorger. Just gets lifelink at max speed there. Flying Haste for 5, 3/3. You know, common. Midnight Mangler. During turns other than yours, this vehicle is an artifact creature. Okay, doesn't need to crew itself on other people's turns. Forager Quick Welder, artifact spells you cast cost 1 less. Okay, nifty little extra one that you could put in there. Kickoff Celebrations, Gallant Strike, Outpace Oblivion, Autarch Mammoth, the Witchy Forest, Earth Rumbler, Detention Chariot, and on to the good stuff there of, first off, a foil Howl Squad Heavy. Okay, enjoy that. And a Renewed Solidarity. Okay, so a good commander card from the, no, commander card isn't like from the commander decks there. So, you know, again, first box is definitely pulling ahead there. Gotten a Fearless Swashbuckler there with that alternate art. Gotten that original one there. Up next, alternate art Gaunty Night Minister. Little Catthopter action there. And final card is going to be Dragonautic Engineer. Okay, nothing super out of the way there. If you've got the green-red, you could put that one that says that you can give, you can use exhausts as if they haven't been used. You know, could be good there. Other creatures control haste and put a +1/+1 on this. You could keep on doing that over and over since it's only 1 red there. 1 red to put a +1/+1 on it and give everything haste there. That's not too shabby. Every turn there. Okay, number 2, box number 2, you got a little bit of catching up there to do. You think you can manage it? Daring Mechanic. Put a +1/+1 on target mount or vehicle, but it's, you know, 3 mana for a 3/3, but 4 mana to do that. Not the greatest. And I just love the text here. Just a few more bold shark on your right, and we should be good to go. Nice. Windscarred Crag, getting a little Chandra action there. Liking to get all of those different arts is nice. Loxodon Surveyor, Walking Sarcophagus, Sabotage Strategist, Wicker Folk, Indomitable. So I guess there's a couple of different Wicker Folks here. Sky Serpent Seeker, again, probably one of my favorite uncommons from this set. Best Land, again. Skybox Fairy, Foil Ripclaw Wrangler, and into the good stuff there, we're going to get Guardian Sunmare. Not starting off too good there. Priest of the Crossing, gotten a couple of those, not the greatest. Another Aganosaur Rex, getting 2 of those exact same ones in there. Interesting. Redshift Rocketeer Chief, getting a double beast, so maybe this might be decent. Crypt Caller Chariot. Don't think that this one has come up there yet. I do enjoy the giant cats pulling it, though. 4 mana for a 5/5 vehicle with Crew 2. Menace, whenever you discard 1 or more cards, create that many tapped 2/2 black zombie creature tokens. Interesting. Again, another thing that I'm thinking, I feel like maybe we had gotten this one before, but this is just obviously the alternate art. So, you know, glad that I got the alternate art. It's definitely not comparing to first box so far there, especially with the Bright Glass Gear Hulk showing up there. But, hey, I mean, again, this is more discard that I'm thinking is a good possibility for Angie Falconroth. Okay, you've got one other opportunity here, box 2, to try to surpass box 1, but you're lagging pretty far behind. You do have one last chance after that, but Spot Cycle Scouter, you don't have a whole lot left. Swiftwater Cliffs with our Shark Boys. Risky Shortcut, draw 2 cards. Each player loses 2 life. Interesting. So instead of just you losing 2, kind of like a... because I have had a few of those there where it's like it's they draw 2, lose 2, but now each player loses 2. That's definitely a bit of an upgrade from that, because what was it there? I mean, you had something like Sign in Blood there, which is 2 black, so this is a little bit less prohibitive, but, you know, and the extra one just essentially deals 2 damage to other players. Thunderhead Gunner. Pride of the Road, sorry, Johnny. Dragosaur Auxiliary. Point the Way again. Getting up that good basic lands there. Getting that nice Street Shark land. Spot Cycle Scouter again. Get another Cloudspire Cycle. Sky Cycle. And getting the good stuff of Samut Driving Force. Already got that one. Not super good. Prophet of the Scarabs. Again, gotten that one already. Not super great. Little Gas Guzzler there. Gotten that one before. Not super great. Okay, River Pyre Verge. We've gotten this one plenty of times there. Always will take extra copies of these Verges. Little Treasure Pilot there. Okay, you got a chance here. And a Medicant Core. Okay, already gotten plenty of those guys there as well. So box 2 is definitely not quite as good as box 1, especially since box 2 has yet to hit a mythic there, whereas box 1 has hit both of them. Now this could be the balancing of everything there, depending on what's here, because we've got all of this. And we got best land in the first place finish. Now, I don't exactly know if the... because I know that there are other first place lands that come in this. I'm not sure if they show up like that in the guaranteed ones there. But I really, really like this land. So it'll be this one, and for our special first place card, hopefully something good, and if it is, probably will blow anything that could be in this one out of the water. We're going to get... oh, yeah, box 2, you are done. There is literally nothing that you could possibly do to do that. Oh, my goodness. Now, in... what is it? Because I'm trying to think, like, does the, like, is there anything Aetherspark related that's better than this one? Not in terms of the box, just this particular card. Because, oh my goodness, this might be like $100 card in this box. So, oh my goodness, like, this was absolutely worth it. Oh my god. 4 mana for your Legendary Artifact Planeswalker equipment. Legendary Artifact Planeswalker. Oh my. With starting off with Foil Loyalty, as long as the Aetherspark is attached to a creature, the Aetherspark can't be attacked and has whenever equipped creature deals combat damage during your turn, put that many loyalty counters on the Aetherspark, so you can get that stuff up real quick if you want to. +1, attach the Aetherspark to up to 1 target creature you control and put a +1/+1 on it. So, worst case scenario is, you know, you play it and you attach it to a creature right away with its +1, and you get the +1/+1 counters on it there, potentially swing in. Next turn, you can do the -5 to draw the 2 cards, or, you know, maybe after a couple of turns there, because you can keep on doing the +1 because it's attached up to 1 target creature. That means that if it's already attached, you don't need to do it. Additionally, if it's unattached and you don't have a creature, you can still put the +1 loyalty counter on it. And then the -10, just add 10 mana of any one color, and you're just going to kind of start blowing out because of all the extra mana. Oh my goodness, now that is the way to end out a box. forget the Calidora, whatever you want to call her there, you know. Where is she here? This piece of garbage, this Caradora Heart of Alakria. Forget this garbage with it being like one of the worst first place finish cards that you can get. This is what you want. That's how you want to finish up a box. So, 3 mythics in it, with one of them being a first place finish, being one of the best ones that you can get as well. You better pull your weight there. Getting a little bit of the Mad Max Road there. I'm trying to think if we have 3 or 4 different ones now, and if this one is different, but so we're getting that one there. And are you going to leave us being screwed on that box there and having essentially the Ether Spark pay for both of the boxes? Or are you going to give us something good? Let us see. Where's our max speed here? We need our max speed token there to kind of show us the way. All right, so here we are. Start your engines. 1, 2, 3, 4, let's go. Again, you know, what do we expect? It didn't end up being anything super grand there. But it is a new one, so we'll definitely take it. Skyseer's Chariot, 1 and a white. Flying 3/3 artifact vehicle. When it enters, choose a non-land name, activated abilities, and sources of the chosen name cost 2 more to activate. Crew 2, getting a little bit of Augustine in there. But I think it's safe to say, without any shadow of a doubt, the first box is the grand winner of everything, getting just with this alone. On top of that there, it being only one of 3 mythics in it, where second box got none. You know, first box I think got this signed loot, whereas the second box only got this regular one. But they might have actually come from both second box, but it doesn't really matter anyway. They don't mean anything. Second box got this River Verge and this Crypt Collar, but I mean, comparatively to other things, like, I mean, it got the Verge, it got the Monument, got the regular version of that Swashbuckler I wanted, but, you know, River Pyre Verge in the first one there was kind of the only regular rare, but that first one also had in its, that pack there, the Renewed Solidary. Absolutely banger of a box for that first one there. It makes up for the second one entirely. And I mean, I think it's just quite obvious that this one was definitely the one. So thanks for joining in and seeing kind of this come to fruition. And I hope you join me next time. And until then, I hope that you have a wonderful day, great evening, and you take care of yourself. See you later.